Ms. Chung, you've served as United States Attorney in Pennsylvania. You're also on the Attorney General's Advisory Committee. You have spoken publicly about the Attorney General's TEN initiative, Trafficking Ends Now. Do you think it's important to stop human trafficking?
Senator, as United States Attorney, we have dedicated many resources to prosecuting trafficking, human trafficking.
Let me ask you, to what extent do you think the Biden administration's refusal to enforce the law, which has resulted in 3.5 million people crossing illegally in the last year and a half, the highest rate of illegal immigration in 62 years, to what extent has that lawlessness from the department in which you work right now contributed to and fueled the human trafficking crisis we're seeing?
Well, Senator, when I take up as a prosecutor, now as United States Attorney, supervise human trafficking cases, they're very fact-specific as to each case.
Would human trafficking be less if the Biden administration enforced the law?
Well, Senator, there is trafficking across borders, but also within our borders, so I would have to...
Does catch and release contribute to human trafficking?
Senator, I do not have enough research or study on that to
You don't know?
To know the answer.
You've been the chief prosecutor for a significant portion of Pennsylvania, and you don't know whether 3.5 million people coming in illegally because the Biden DOJ won't enforce the law. You don't know if that contributes to trafficking?
Senator, again, when we address human trafficking, it is on a case-to-case basis.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Right now, fentanyl is the leading cause of death for Americans 18 to 45. It has exploded under Joe Biden's refusal to enforce our border. Has that policy contributed to the over 100,000 people who've died of fentanyl overdoses in the past year?
Senator, again, when we prosecute our fentanyl cases...
Okay, you're declining to answer. Let me ask one final question. Last week, the White House press secretary said in front of the National Press Corps that people aren't walking across the border. It's just not happening. Was that a true statement?
Senator, I'm not familiar with that statement.
But is it true that no one is walking across the border and crossing illegally? Is that an accurate statement?
Senator, I do not have
You
the
don't know?
basis.
How do you prosecute a human trafficking case if you don't know where the people are being trafficked, how they're being trafficked?
Well, Senator, when we do prosecute those human trafficking cases, it is on a case-to-case basis, and in those instances, we do know where they're coming from. It is often interstate. The human trafficking statutes are about forced labor, and that can be from state to state. It can be across borders.
Thank you.
Senator Booker.
I really appreciate this opportunity to sit before you both. You should just get comfortable and relax.